Hey everybody, my name is Danny Dumas and this is the Earn Your Title podcast. Today we are talking about something that I've been experimenting with and it has been very successful. I like to think I am an experimenter. I listen to lots of podcasts, I read lots of books, and I try to put things into action. I don't want to be hypocritical because I'm always asking you guys to, if you hear something, put it in action. And one of the things I have put into action is based on this book called The Miracle Morning. And I've known about The Miracle Morning, the book, for a couple of years, and I never put it into action. And with the new year here, and I got the book just a little bit prior, so I started before the new year. I just knew I wanted to change. I wanted to do something different. I am a true believer that if you want to do something different, you have to or if you want to get something different, you have to do something different. And I wanted to change up my habits. And so I bought The Miracle Morning and I started reading it. And I didn't read it before. I went on Amazon, I read the reviews, and some people were like, yeah, it's this. You do this, 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 and this. That sums it up. I'll save you some time. And I didn't buy it because I'm like, yeah, okay, I know what all those things are. But the book itself does a really good job of explaining the why you would do this, why it's important, how it changed the author's life. And then there's lots of testimonies on how it changed other people. And the miracle of The Miracle Morning is not actually waking up early to do any of these things. They're all just as, there's 6 things, they call them the S.A.V.E.R.S. There's an acronym, S.A.V.E.R.S. There's 6 things that you want to do, and you can do them any time of the day. And they are scientifically proven to make you a better person, more productive, more engaged, all these things. The reason they pick the morning is because if you get them out of the way, if you knock them out of, if you get them done early, you're done. And there's no more excuses. And I honestly, the main reason I didn't try this earlier is I don't like getting up early. I have done it my entire adult life. Many of you know I've been a fireman for almost 24 years. Actually, in 2 days, it will be 24 years. I'll start my 24th year. And I have to get up all the time. I'm waking up constantly throughout the night, and it sucks sometimes. I'm really tired sometimes. Sometimes it's exciting and it's an emergency and I'm there to help. Sometimes someone stubbed their toe 7 days ago and they decided at 3:00 in the morning that they really wanted to go to the hospital. And that's very frustrating. And I had this real pushback against, I don't really want to go. I don't want to get up any earlier than I have to. But I said, you know what? I'm going to kind of suck it up. I'm going to do this experiment. I'm going to start The Miracle Morning. So I've been getting up on days I go into work, I get up at 5. On days I'm going home, so at work, I get up at 6, which is it's an hour earlier than I normally do. And so what am I doing? And if you've been following me, I've been pushing the 28-day Earn Your Title Challenge. And one of the things I added in there is the 30 minutes, wake up 30 minutes early. And I didn't give any insight into what to do. And I did that on purpose because I wanted it just to be simple. Just wake up 30 minutes early just so you don't feel rushed. But I've been taking that into heart, and I've actually been trying to get an hour early. And what am I doing? I'm doing the S.A.V.E.R.S. And so Hal Elrod is the person that wrote The Miracle Morning, and he came up with this acronym for the things that highly successful people do every morning or every day. And the first one is silence. It's another way for saying meditation. And I will be very honest with you. Meditation to me sounds very woo-woo. Like, you're sitting there humming. But all it is just quieting your mind. It's just not thinking about anything, which sounds easy, but it is not. And so I spend the first 10 minutes. I get up, I go right to the kitchen. I grab a drink of water. I'm dehydrated. If you got to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. Then I sit down on my couch, or sometimes I'll sit on the floor. And I've been sitting on the floor because I read another book called The Ready State, and it talks about, getting in different positions to stretch things out. So I'm sitting on the floor and I don't say anything for 10 minutes. My eyes are closed and I try not to think. I take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and I just think about the air going in my nose and the air going out my mouth for 10 minutes. And thoughts come in there and I just let them go. There's lots of guided meditation you can do, but right now I just focus on my breathing for 10 minutes. And then I spend 10 minutes and I pray. I thank God for the things in my life, and I ask for help in areas that I need it. And it's my moment to prayer. So in the book, S is for silence, and then A is for affirmations. Now I added prayer in there because it doesn't have to be exactly like the book. This is my practice, so I add prayer. The A is for affirmations. And again, this one seems really like I had a hard time with it. Like I felt like I was in a SNL skit, like I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. And so in the book, they explain what it is. And it makes sense. Affirmations are just you, positive self-talk. When I played basketball, I would, before I'd shoot free throws, I would say, you got this, you got this. And that's all this is. It is not saying I'm a millionaire and I'm going to, I'm going to be 6'3". That's not reality. It is saying, I want to get out of debt. There's no other choice. And I'm going to do that so that I could give and live like no one else. And in order to ensure that I'm going to get out of debt, I'm going to follow a budget. I'm going to log all my expenditures, and I'm going to have a monthly meeting with my wife. Now that's real. I'm just telling myself that's what you're going to do. I'm affirming in my mind the kind of person that I want to be. I'm a good dad. I'm going to spend time today with my kids. I'm going to be focused on them. I'm going to put my phone down. That's what affirmations are. You're just basically speaking your plan into existence. And once I thought of it like that, I decided that's not as weird and as like, I don't know, like woo-woo as initially I thought. It's just you're speaking your plan into existence, and it does really help. You're telling your brain the kind of person you want to be, the kind of actions you want to take. So affirmations. So silence, affirmations, visualization. So for me, it's 10 minutes of silence, 10 minutes of prayer, and then 5 minutes of affirmations and 5 minutes of visualizations. Where if affirmations are the words I'm going to say, visualizations, that's a tough word, is me seeing the way I want my day to go or my month or my year. So for instance, if I know I want to be healthy, I'm going to visualize me saying no to sweets for the day, which is really tough. I'm going to visualize me going to the gym and getting a great workout in. If I've got a meeting today and I'm giving a presentation, I'm going to visualize the successful meeting. I get up, my PowerPoint works, people are engaged, they're asking questions. I'm anticipating the questions. It's just, one is verbal, affirmations are verbal, and visualization is a mental movie that I'm making, and very helpful. After, doing it for a little while, a week or so, I think I'll continue to do it. So that's S.A.V.E.R.S, S-A-V, visualizations. E is exercise. And it's, and I'm doing all these for 10 minutes. Exercise right now, I do this quick mobility routine. And I'm in the middle of a challenge against my daughter and some friends. So I'm doing, I started in January 1st, 1 burpee, 1 sit-up, 1 push-up. So I'm on this is January 6th now. This will be coming out on the January 9th, I think, for you guys. And so I'm at, I did 6 burpees, 6 push-ups, and 6 sit-ups. And then I do this little mobility routine. It's only 10 minutes, but it kind of gets my heart rate going. And then I read. So I'm currently reading the Bible. When I'm at home and when I'm at work and I'm getting up, I'm reading The Best Year Ever, which is a really good book on planning. So that's good. And the last thing is scribing. And he used scribing for writing. He's just wanted it to say savers, and putting a W on the end didn't make sense. So it's scribing. And what I do is I have a planner. It's actually the planner from James Clear, Atomic Habit book, which is, I've talked about all the time. And I plan my day. I list 1 through 6, and I write my first priority there, and that's the thing I'm going to knock out, and I try to go in order. I can list up to 6. Any more than that, we're probably not realistic. I put in a to-do list, things that aren't important, but I just have to get them done. And then I have a short section of just writing. Mostly I write what I'm thankful for. If it's not what I'm thankful for, it's what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be doing it, just kind of planning the day. Those are my savers, and that is my miracle morning. And it's been awesome. I have been more engaged at work. I have had more energy. I've been more productive. I think it's a really good thing, and I'm going to continue to do that. And my plan, this is a short podcast. My plan is to challenge you to get up early and practice those things. I think the book is excellent. I would recommend it, and I will link to it. But just being intentional at the beginning of the day is so important. And I see the value in that. I see the value in having a ritual that I'm doing every day, and it's been helpful. And I would encourage you to try that. Try your own miracle morning, figure out what works for you. And, he recommends that you just do those 6 things. It could be in as little as 6 minutes. So you get up, you sit in silence for 6 minutes, you visualize, you affirm, you read, you exercise, you do, 60 jumping jacks. You write down one thing you're thankful for and one thing you want to do. You did it. 6 minutes. You knock those out, and then gradually build. And it's been really good. So this is the Earn Your Title podcast. My name is Danny Dumas. Try the Miracle Morning. If you want to do some other things that are, have been successful for me, I want you to try the Earn Your Title challenge. Just click on the show notes here, and I will send you that challenge. I've had some feedback. I think people like it. I know it's been helpful for me. Again, Danny Dumas, Earn Your Title podcast. I will talk to you later. Bye.